incredible Natalie Paterson with us here. As you can see, the iconic background, we need to update and get on.
I was like looking at your background, Nat, and I was like, okay, we can do some things.
Oh,
We need to do something.
there's a place online. This is for everyone. A place online called Easy Signs, and guys, it's like a $600 thing. It looks so fucking professional, you know. So
Wait, babe, you are professional.
Yeah, super fucking professional. Now, this queen and this goddess and this powerhouse that we have here today, she is an incredible woman. Her growth has been exponential over the last couple of years, and we've been raving fans, real girl crush vibes.
No, she's like, I was talking to that. Like, well, guess what? We've got to offer an interview.
Yeah, so we're going to go into Nat's story, a bit of her background, who she is. She's working with coaches. She's working with other light workers. She's such a healer. She's a visionary. She's such an entrepreneur, which is just like us. So women in business and ladies leading this mission is why we're here today talking to her, because she's an advocate and an oath to that. So a big welcome.
thank you, beautiful babes. Thank you, firstly, for having me on. I so deeply appreciate it. And guys, as you would all know, everything's divinely guided, right? I said to Spirit on Tuesday, I was like, right, I set the intention to have another 20 people in my event this week. And I was like, how will I do it? And then literally you messaged me and it was like, oh, no shit. So when you messaged me, like, I can do it. And I've got a stacked day today. And I was like, oh, I could probably fit you in like this little half an hour here. And then it just ended up being perfect. So I just want to honor you guys. Thank you. Because your guides would have spoke to my guides. And of course, now we're here weaving some magic. So beautiful babes. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Natalie Paterson. I love to say my name is Natalie fucking Paterson everywhere. And I am a 5D energetics and business coach. So what does that mean? A lot of people in the business world, or a lot of people in the coaching space, do a lot of strategy and have a lot of processes. And although I do that and use that, what I also do is I weave in my magic. Okay, so I do a lot of esoteric energetics. I do a lot of boss branding. I do a lot of really tuning in and connecting to your mission, connecting into why you're here and who you're here to become. Okay, so it's not just about the awakening, because all of you have had an awakening. Yes. If you're seeing this right now, I'm covered in fucking goosebumps. If you're seeing this right now, you know that you've already had an awakening. So now it's about the ascension, right? For those of you who also don't know, I do have a podcast called The Ascension Codes. Purely same thing. It's to give everyone the codes of the ascension, because the world has awakened, right? The world, you're like,
yeah, I've literally got goosebumps.
So this is the thing, right? We've all had the awakening. This happened fucking 5 years ago. We started this big shift, and now it's the ascension. So it's my duty on this earth to give people the codes of how they can truly ascend. And so I created the Ascension Codes podcast, which, guys, I don't know if you can put the link down below for you guys to watch. Yeah. Have a look at my podcast, guys. There's so much cool stuff. I literally had a girl yesterday say to me, I did a 7-figure light language activation transmission. This girl messaged me yesterday and she's like, babe, it doesn't sound like much, but I normally only charge $333 for a healing. After watching your light language transmission, my spirit guide said to me, I'll do it for $999. And she goes, normally that would freak me out and scare me. And she goes, but I know that that's what you did. And there was this shift that you gave me. And she's like, I just want to thank you so much. And literally when she messaged me that, like, I actually feel emotional now. I was like, this is why I'm doing what I do.
Yes.
So like, it's to give you guys the little puzzle pieces to move you to that next step so that you can go back and help your community. Like, there's a lot of energy, girls. Like, I feel like I'm emotional. I'm feeling goosebumpy. Like,
literally goosebumps my whole body.
It's a vortex.
It's wild. And so, you know, it goes so much deeper than I'm a real advocate for making money. I'm a real advocate. Like, I love people being banked, and that's because, you know, in the past I had no money. I'm going to get to my story in a minute, guys.
Yeah. No, I love this. Yeah.
I had no money, and I've come into a lot of money. Like, I'm about to be a millionaire, which is fucking wild. I'm 29 years old and I've been running my business for this is my 2nd year of coaching, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, it's what's so much deeper than the money is actually the fact that the bigger mission here on earth is to fucking help other soul sisters and to
Yes.
help other people awaken to their true potential. And it's like, fuck, so everything's so fucking interconnected. This morning I was going for a walk with my dog, and I've started PTing, and I've got a chef, and I'm starting to feel really fit and healthy, and I'm starting to feel really like to the point where like just so mint.
Yeah.
And I was just walking along and I was like, I feel so fucking aligned.
Yes. Yeah.
So aligned today. I was just like walking and I was like, fuck, life's so amazing. Like no matter what happens now for the last, and guys, I've got an amazing event this weekend. If you're free, it's free. If you're free, it's free. From
We're there.
10 till 4, you babes are coming from 10 till 4 in Surfers Paradise. If you're in the Gold Coast, if you're in Melbourne, I'll be at the Hilton in Melbourne next week. Then the week after, I'll be in Sydney. Links will be down below. It's free. It's a free workshop that I'm giving to give back to humanity.
Yes.
And there's 2 reasons for this. One, I believe in the law of reciprocity. What that means is that every single time you give, you will also receive, right? It's going to come back to you as a beautiful free flow. So you know that like an infinity symbol that we always see, it's kind of like that, what comes around goes back around. So if I can give, I know it will come back to me tenfold. And the second thing is too, for such a long time, I've been programming myself like I want to hit $1.1 million by the 3rd of December. And I've been like, you know, like really reprogramming myself, recoding myself. Like I really am the embodiment of what I preach.
Yes.
And yesterday I had this moment in meditation, girls, and I just sat there in silence. And I felt my heart expand. And I was like, you know what? I'm so fucking proud of everything that I've achieved. Actually, my whole entire event, all I get to do is just have fun. So I'm going to go, I'm going to fucking rock it. And I'm going to have so much fucking fun. It's going to be so interactive. We're going to dance. We're going to boogie. We're going to scream. Like, so now I just get to go in this weekend with so much fun. So thanks for listening to that little spiel. I'm going to tell you.
We're here for it all the way.
This weekend, guys. Get your in that room, literally.
Yeah. And so I've got 150 people registered. I've only got 100 shares. Lol.
We're on chair.
I'll put people on the ground. I don't care. I'm just stack everyone in the room. Now, there's actually another room we can open up if there is more people that arrive. And look, I'm assuming that sometimes with some events, you know, 30% of people don't actually show up because it's a free event. So I'm kind of like, spirit will bring whoever the fuck needs to come into the room.
Yeah.
Like I'm working with everyone's higher selves to be like when I created the program, I was like, cool, I'll tune into everyone's higher selves that needs to be there, who needs to be there, how can I be of service to them, what do they actually need from me as the transmission. So I like my biggest teaching is surrendering to the universe, babes, and I'm like, I surrender, whoever's meant to be there. So anyway, book yourself a ticket because we're probably going to be full. Which is fucking cool. So I'll give you guys a little backstory. I'm a Kiwi that's hearing my voice. Sometimes I'm full bogan Australian though. Don't know where the fuck that came from. I just fucking love bogans. Sometimes I'm real fucking New Zealand. I'm like, yeah, man, chips, yeah, for sure. And people are like, what the fuck? So I've got a big range, guys. Got a big range. So born bred country girl in New Zealand, had ducks, chickens, fucking guinea pigs, Mexican walking fish, cows, you fucking name it, we fucking had it, right? We had 38 cats at one point. Wow, that's a story for another time, guys. My dad loves cats. It's weird. Anyway, then I moved to Australia on a dance scholarship. I was a professional dancer for a few years. More than 12 years of my life. I'm super flexible. I can still do the splits all 3 ways, which is like my party skill in the bedroom.
Literally. Yeah. Still working on it.
So flexible. I'm like, yeah, babe, I know. So then I fell into a really dark, deep depression. My auntie died in a sudden car accident when I was 17. Then my grandfather died of cancer, same side as well. My poor dad lost a lot of family quickly. Then my poor dad got cancer.
Wow.
When people actually like trauma stays in the body and then manifests, right? It's also one of the biggest reasons I do what I do.
Yeah.
It was like, that was a hectic year. And I found myself suppressing a lot of emotion. I didn't know how to respond. I didn't know how to act. And I was led down the garden path of, you know, a couple of pills, a little bit of cocaine.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what? I was taking ice. So I was actually an ice addict for a few years. And then I tried to take my own life.
Wow.
And then I had one of my best friends died, and that's what kind of was the wake up. I was like, I'm in deep. And when I say deep, I'm like in the underworld. And I've seen some very dark things. And that's also why I think like my range of seeing the light is so broad. So I'm truly grateful for what my soul chose to experience, because I truly do believe that, you know, all of our souls come down here with contracts. I signed all these contracts to come to Earth, to have all these experiences so that I can then be the light to teach others. So when people say to me that they've seen the darkness, that they have anxiety and depression, and that they want to kill themselves, I'm like, babe, like I fucking journeyed it hard. And not just but like hard. For years, I was on a roller coaster of anxiety, depression, and suppressing, party, drugs, escaping with work, like all of it, right? Heavily sucked into the matrix, which I'm sure you want to get out of, hence why we're the freedom era, right? I get it. So when I was so I'm 29 now, when I was about 25, I started meditating. And I started sitting in a deep meditation, connected to I'm lying, probably 24. Deep meditation, starting to I really wanted to connect to my auntie. So I started trying to research things. And this is back before podcasts were a thing. So it was just on YouTube. I was like YouTubing how to meet spirit guides, how to connect to spirits, how to connect to the other side. I wanted to be psychic. And I had this beautiful psychic say to me when I was 17 years old, by the time you're 32, you'll lead the world in being a spiritual teacher. I know, babes. I know. And it kind of like planted the little seed within my heart, right? And it kind of, over time, I suppose it's just like sprouted, and now I feel like I'm a fucking big tree, right?
Yes.
Growing and growing. And so, you know, I'm very grateful for her that she was able to plant that seed for me to get to now at 29. My intention is by the time I'm 32 to be able to take over the world. Fuck yeah, guys. I've been birthing a light language modality, which means I'm going to teach people. There will be a facilitation training that I'll do. I know. Teach people to actually be light language healers. The world is. So, you know, like Reiki is its own modality. My intention is to be side by side with Reiki across the globe. So I know, babe. I know. So I know that my mission here is even bigger than I ever could have dreamed and seen. And, you know, for such a long time, I've seen myself on these big stages with stadiums of people. And I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to get there. And then when I was at Tony Robbins, actually, the download came like, I'm going to birth a light language modality. And then literally the day after, I sat in meditation with my guides. They gave me this scroll. I put the scroll into my heart and I started it was like this thing activated within me. So now I've channeled through a whole light language modality to bring to the world. I know.
My body can't handle what's going on.
Energy things everywhere. Wow.
You know that what that will be? That will probably be like your soul telling you this is for you. Like there's no coincidence that we're on today, you know? And I'm like goosebumps. And I know that, you know, it's like this deep knowing that like even how's this? Like I was at Tony Robbins and this guy starts talking to me. I was like, you look so familiar. He's like, you look familiar. Never met the guy in my life. He's spoken on stage with Tony Robbins 6 times and we've become really good friends. Like spirit has putting me in place with the most incredible it's just a matter of time. So now that I'm deeply anchored into my mission, now that I've, you know, okay, I'm going on a little side tangent. We'll park that and then we'll come back to where I was. So guys, 2 years ago, I had this fucking download, right? I'm in Melbourne, fucking lockdown. It was for context, I was living with a drug dealer and someone who was doing OnlyFans. Like, let's be honest, it wasn't a great environment to live in. My spirit guides were like, go to Queensland. So I came to Queensland, had this massive spiritual, like a bigger spiritual ascension, let's say. And my spirit guides were like, Nat, you're going to be a healer. And I was like, what the fuck a healer? No way. I thought it was for people that had superpowers. I was like, I don't have fucking superpowers. Now I teach fucking superpowers, right? Everyone, you're all Superman and superheroes, Superwoman.
Yes.
So then basically at the start of last year, on the 11th of the 1st, 111, because I'm so spiritual, started my coaching business, and it was called Starseed Society, with the intention of awakening all the star seeds to build a society. And I started off doing anxiety and depression. So I had this recipe down pat. I helped 70 people last year through anxiety and depression. I helped a guy that had schizophrenia. I literally cured him, and we're not supposed to say cured him, but fuck that, I cured him. And then at the end of last year, everyone was asking me, like, how are you doing so well? Like, people in the coaching industry, how are you doing so well? And I'm like, my spirit guides just told me to do this. And my spirit guides have told me to do this. And my spirit guides, everyone's like, can you teach me? And I'm like, yeah, okay. So then I just started teaching all these people business. And then this one girl made 10K like the day after our first session. I was like, motherfucker, I'm good at this. And I was like, whoa, I'm good at this. And then I just started teaching people to anchor deeper into their mission, and connected them to their spirit guides, and then connected them into their past lives, and gathered the codes. And, you know, I have a group container called Reclamation, because I teach people how to reclaim their powers.
Yes.
I was like, I should be a business coach. And then, of course, like I've invested $300,000 in the last 2 years in myself. And like when I told my parents that, they were like, what the fuck? You could buy a house, you could do this, you could do that. And I'm like, Mum and Dad, in 2 years' time, when I'm flying you around the world in my fucking private jet, just chill. Like, chill out. It's all good. I've got this, you know. And so, yeah, pretty fucking cool. I've worked with lots of mentors, and one of my mentors was like, you've got to change your name. And I was like, I've got to really own Natalie Paterson. And then it was like, I had this fucking massive identity death of like, who am I to claim my own name? But now I get it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Dolores Cannon, Abraham Hicks, Tony Robbins, like they all claim their name. They're not under an umbrella. So then I was like, fuck it, I'm Natalie motherfucking Paterson, guys, and I'm gonna change the word. So but surely I've coached probably 200 people. My clients, I just helped to close a $330,000 deal. About to make my first million. Like, I've done some pretty cool shit. Held a group of entrepreneurs. I had 33 women in the container. More than half of them were hitting 10K months. Like a quarter of them started hitting 20K months, 30K months. So, you know, proof is in the pudding. Like, my testimonials speak for themselves. I had people fighting to be my team over the weekend. So I'm like, I'm building a community of starseeds that are like, wait, I want a crew for you. And I'm like, okay, everyone chill out. Everyone's like, I'll do a testimonial. And I was like, fucking love you guys. So
that is,
it's so cool. And this is the thing, right? When you are living and breathing the embodiment of what you teach and what you preach, it's easy. So this is why I always say, like, everyone needs to pretend I've got a plug in my hand. Just plug into source. Download the fucking codes. We're in a matrix. Learn the fucking codes, learn the systems, raise your vibration, actually connect into why your soul chose to come to this earth, and then boom, life's easy.
Life's easy. Literally. Okay, we got to sign up for that.
I think I'm like, plug into the system. Just keep plugging into the fucking system. When life's hard, anything,
This is the thing, right? People, like, we're in a matrix. People are actually scared to admit that. That we're in a matrix. And you actually play the system on itself, you become the fucking controller. So you think about, like, okay, you think about looking into a TV and there's a controller, like, let's say we're playing Xbox and let's say we're playing Sims. You remember Sims, right?
Yeah.
We're looking at Sims, we're controlling the game. Opposed to us actually be the controller, we're actually the whole program. So when you can connect into that frequency of consciousness, it's all easy. But I do call it God consciousness, because you're literally tapping into God. And I don't mean God as in like Jesus, cross, Bible. However, I do mean God is all, is everything, is you, is I. Like, we are all one. And if perception is projection, right? We are just using our minds as a projection screen, so that, babes, you are me and I am you. And once we actually grasp that concept, not just like, okay, the light's on, but really feeling it in our soul and innately within deep within our soul, once we have that connection, everything is easier.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like literally, I sat in meditation on Monday last week and I was like, all right, I'm ready for a one-on-one. And I was going to put it on my social media, but then I knew fucking 30 people would message me and I can't be fucked.
Yeah.
Love you. I love everyone. And also I'm doing my event, but I do want one-on-one, right? And I just sat in meditation. I was like, right, universe, I'm ready. One more one-on-one. Soulmate client. This random tradie guy in his, I would say like 30s, 40 messages me. Hey, Nat, mate, would love to get on a call. Really love your coaching. I'm thinking in my head, okay, sorry, I'm just going to be totally blunt and honest. I think this cunt is a fucking tradie. Are you joking? Like, bruh, have you looked at my Instagram? Like, are you sure? Anyway, I was like, you know what? Not judge a book, but it's covered. Tune in. And I was like, hey, this guy's got some cool shit. I literally, no makeup on. I was like, cool, man, jump on the Zoom right now. We jump on a Zoom. And I was like, you tell me your mission. Gave me the biggest goosebumps. I'm like, great, let's work with me. It's 30 grand. He goes, fucking no worries. I'm like, sweet.
That's easy, simple, just like that.
All I did was sit in meditation.
You are and be the channel of life happening through you. You're the gateway for creation. Yeah.
I really feel like a lot of people have that, right? But they shut it down and they don't and they don't take action with it. You know, it's like, yes, you're in meditation and then you just put it out there. Like you that's still taking that action to be and to connect. Whereas a lot of people don't even give themselves the freaking time to sit and be, you know, and I can relate to that myself too. So it's just so incredible that you allow yourself that time and space and look what fucking happens, you know?
And I'll give you one of my biggest tips, right?
Yeah.
Are you ready for the tip? Is everyone ready for the tip?
Yeah, we're ready.
Leave this with us.
Imagine if I could give you one code that could change your whole entire reality. Okay. This one code, when this downloaded to me, I was like, right. This is like, and if you learn nothing from me, fucking take this back to you and tell every fucking person, because this is the code. When source or the universe or your spirit guides, whatever the fuck you want to call it, when they give you a download, if you action it in that split vibrational second, what you do is you shift timelines instantly. For instance, I heard cash codes and clients the event, cash codes and clients the event, cash codes and clients the event in my auditory. And I remember thinking, what the fuck? Okay, an event, let it go. I was driving. It was like, boom, cash codes and clients the event. And I was like, fuck, all right. Pulled over. I messaged my VA and I was like, create me an event now, right now. I'm going to find and I literally called Mantra Legends because I knew I wanted to do an event there. Called Mantra Legends and I was like, 18th of November, like, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
And boom, 150 people coming. Like so what happens is when you get that download, like your spirit is talking directly to you. If in that vibration that's so fucking high, like boom, the vibration's so high, you then meet it with instant action, your whole timeline shifts. Everything shifts. So all I've done, guys, is got really fucking good at taking radical action when the download comes.
Yes.
Same thing that actually started this whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Would have been May last year. I was running my coaching business for 4 months at this point, doing maybe 6K a month kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I was doing clients at $1,000 or $1,200 or $1,500. That's where I started, right? And now my private clients, you've just heard, is 30 grand, right? So what I knew in that moment, so I was walking on the beach, fucking toes in my sand toes and hearing the waves, right? And literally I just hear the awakening shift and I'm like, the awakening shift. And I got onto my phone, I went into my notes and I just wrote down the awakening shift. And then boom, I sat down and I channeled through a whole entire 4-week group coaching program that helps other spiritual people wake up.
Yeah.
And I went straight home I got onto Canva. I created my my carousel on what it is. I posted it that night. And I literally Awakening Shift 4 times last year and got really well known for it. And signed a heap of people from it. Like I made 20, and this was massive money for me back then, guys.
Yes.
I made $23,000 the day after the Awakening Shift.
Wow.
So and back then, like fuck, the most money I'd ever made in my life was like maybe like $5,000 a month kind of thing. Right. So 20 grand to me once I just ran a group container that I got paid for as well. So let's say that month I made 20, 25, 26 grand. That was like bonkers to me. I remember calling my mum crying, being like, I can't believe I can make this sort of money. This is fucking nuts.
Wow.
And when I sold my first $14,000 client, I just couldn't stop crying with gratitude. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this is actually happening. My first client that I sold at $999, I cried for fucking hours. I was so grateful. I was like, wow, I've got a client that is willing to pay me for advice. Like, guys, I was an eyelash technician before this. So I don't know who's here's had their eyelashes done, but
I was a tech. Loved it.
What we were fucking therapists.
Literally. Oh, yeah.
And I was getting paid, like, we were getting paid well in the Matrix, right? Like $100. I was getting paid $180 a set for Russian lashes.
Yeah.
$80 every 3 weeks for refills. So I was getting paid well. And but I was still exchanging time for money, right?
Yeah.
I still did fucking 33 clients a week, fucking busting my fucking back and my wrist. Fuck, my wrist got fucked and my back got fucked. You get it, right? Oh, babe, I love you so much now. I'm good, yeah.
I've kept my tweezers just for memes.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something.
Okay. All right. I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah. Do you know what? I did too, babe. I had my tweezers with me for ages. I was like, I just love because girls, just for context, when you find the right set of tweezers, it's like a hairdresser. They have to have their own clippers. It's like a chef. They have to have their own knives. Like they know their own tool. It's a tool that we have, right? And lashes are so intricate. Oh fuck, I had this massive identity death. Oh my God. I was so like my business was my life. And I was like, I'll never give this up, right? And I sold my lash business. So I had 138 clients when I sold it.
Wow, cool. Yeah.
I bought it up here. I thought I would try lashes up here. I had influencers in. I had I did it up here, tried to start my lash business. Spirit was like, bitch, that bed is not for eyelashes. That bed is for healing. Okay. All right, surrender. So then, anyway, about July last year, which is when I had my biggest month, I threw away my tweezers.
Okay.
Babe, throw away your tweezers. You're about to make bank.
Done
deal.
You know what it is? It's a safety fucking net. Whether you consciously or unconsciously, it is a safety net. You think, oh, if this business doesn't work out, I can go back to lashes because I've got my tool sitting there. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm going to call you forward to go even deep. Like, go even fucking deeper in your mission, babe. Fuck that. Fuck. Honestly, I even had to get rid of my healing bed because I was like, I was doing healings and psychic readings and coaching on the side. Yeah. And then I just had this like intuitive nudge one day, like, fuck it, I'm getting rid of my bed. And when I got rid of my bed, boom, my coaching business doubled again. Yeah. This is the thing, guys. There's threads everywhere. There's little pieces of threads. Excuse me. There's little pieces of threads everywhere. So just like get rid of everything.
Oh, yeah. You've just 100% held me at a higher standard with cleaning out. You got to clean out your closet. We talk about this, but that's something that
there's always another level.
Literally.
Yeah.
Always another level. That's right. Always. And also too, like the next time you invest in yourself. Oh yeah, I'm getting like his frequency. The next time you invest in yourself, it goes even again. Like the biggest day of one of the biggest days of my life, I invested $69,000 in a day, and I hadn't felt anxiety like that in a long time. Like, I called my mum crying. Like, also by the way, guys, I love my mum. Love you, mum. Yeah. I was like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. And I was just like so embarrassed. I was like, fuck, like that's like, can't even put into words. Anyway, I just was like, fuck, what have I done? Then the week after, I made $179,000.
We love talking money, and this is a whole nother game.
Yeah.
Oh, babes, this is nothing. I called my best friend the other day. She's like, babe, There's guys are talking to me about $30 million years.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
this new girl that I've just been seeing, she's pretty well known and like pretty wealthy too. She's like, babe, my friends make like $1.5 million a month. I'm like, fucker.
Let's go.
Get in that. Yeah.
No, like there's so much money in the world, guys. Like
Yes.
there's so much money in the world. It's ridiculous. And they print money every fucking day.
Yeah.
Seconds.
Exactly, babe. So it's just like when you come into this knowing of like, fuck, it's actually natural for us to make millions of dollars. I was watching a video from Grant Cardone yesterday, and he was like, you can't make money off fucking $400,000 a year. If you think $400,000 a year is a lot of money, think of fuck again. Right? And I was like, yeah. He's like, try 4 million or 40 million. And I was like, I was like, yeah, Grant Cardone, he knows what's up. He knows what's up.
He's our man. Every morning.
The bathroom.
Like this morning, like,
yeah, he's the fucking best, eh? He just knows what's up.
Oh,
hey, my beautiful sisters, I'm gonna go in a moment.
100%, babe. We honor you so much and thank you very, very deeply for coming on. We want to have you back, please. We've had so many beautiful comments come on here, so I'm going to check out all the other platforms too. A lot of people, really vibing. So thank you, gorgeous, very much.
And we're excited for Saturday.
We're excited for Saturday. Get your asses there. All the links are in the description. So go and follow Nat's journey. Go and get immersed in her environment, her energy, her vibration. She is someone that you would love to have in your space. Yeah. She's at the top of my newsfeed when I open Instagram. So have that. Have that.
Awesome. Well, I hope you have a good day. Thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you, gorgeous. We'll speak to you soon.